Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Fall Classic Baseball. The 1983 season is on the air. Today's date is June 27th, 1983. We are at Anaheim Stadium for a very important American League West matchup between the Texas Rangers and the California Angels. The Rangers come into this game a record of 39-31, and at the moment they are tied with the Chicago White Sox for top in the American League West. The California Angels are the reverse. They are 31-39. They are right now in fourth place in the AL West, but they are 5 wins behind Oakland for third place. So that is how these teams look right now in nearing the end of June and getting close to the All-Star break, which was very early in 1983. So we will see what happens tonight as these two teams go head-to-head. Philip Reynolds and Kevin Thomas are first to join us here at Anaheim Stadium. The Angels historically won this game. They shut the Rangers out 8-0. They had 12 hits and no errors. The Rangers had 2 hits and an error. And we're going to try a little something different with the pitcher grades. So instead of rolling, at least for the starters, relief pitchers all roll for the pitcher grade normally from now on. But for the starters, I'm going to give starters a certain rating depending how they did historically. I just want to see what happens if we try that out. So we'll get to it as we will see what happens here. Do you know why you can't see chats, comments when you watch on TV now? Only see comments on phone now. I don't know. I haven't had any issue with that. I watch on computer. I don't see on the TV though. There as Brian B. and Doug Hunt now join us here at Anaheim Stadium. So tonight it's Fall Classic Baseball, the Rangers and the Angels, and we're going to try something a little different, and we'll see how it goes. Starting pitcher for the California Angels tonight is Bruce Kison. 11 wins, 5 losses, a 1.35 whip. Kison didn't give up any earned runs in this game, so I'm going to make him an automatic A to see what he can do in this game. And I think that's what I'm going to do is rate starters and see if it gets close to the actual game. Just something we want to try for the night. This is a regular season game between the Rangers and the Angels. I just want to see what happens tonight. We'll try it out. So hopefully we'll get a good matchup tonight. And let's get started for some Fall Classic Baseball. Leading off for the Rangers is going to be the second baseman, Wayne Tollison, a .280 average, 3 homers, 20 RBIs in 83. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Angels are the home team. Blue die will be the home team. And we're going to see what happens tonight as we play some Fall Classic. And let's get right to it, shall we? Let's play some baseball tonight. That's a 16, and that's hit to Tollison. That's going to be an out, and that is going to be a ground ball hit to second base. I'll only pull the fast action cards if I need to. That's going to be a ground ball to second. That'll be handled there by Bobby Grich, and the throw will go to first. 1 out, and that will bring up the Texas designated hitter, Mickey Rivers. Mick the Quick. He was getting up there in years, though, in 83, though. He was still 34 years old. A .285 average, he had 20 RBIs and a bomb. Kison will pitch. 64, and that is going to be an out, and that will be another ground ball to second base, handled there by Grich, and he will toss it over for out number 2. And now we will see the third baseman, Buddy Bell. Some people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I don't know about that, but I do believe him. Definitely, I have no problem putting him in the Hall of the Very Good. .277 average, 14 homers, 66 RBIs that year. Kison will pitch. Kison, 16. That'll be an out. That's going to be hit to third base. An easy play there for Ron Jackson. He'll take his time and toss it over and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers tonight is Rick Honeycutt. 14 wins, 8 losses, a 1.8 whip. He gave up 3 earned runs in the historical game. I'm going to give him a grade of a B in this game, and we'll see how it goes. John Haverly and David Vega now join us here at Anaheim Stadium. Leading off for the Angels will be the first baseman, Daryl Sconiers. How do you not love a guy with a last name of Sconiers? 274 average, 46 RBIs, 8 home runs. That is definitely a baseball name. So Sconiers will set up. Philip Reynolds wondering about Reggie Jackson. He is not on the roster for this game. I think he was hurt at this time. In 1983, he did get an All-Star game invite, but he did not play. Honeycutt, 30. That's going to be a 32, and that's going to be an out, and that'll be a ground ball hit to third, taken care of there by Buddy Bell, and the throw goes to first for the out, 1 down. Next batter is the right fielder, Ellis Valentine. 240 average, 13 homers, 43 RBIs. Honeycutt will pitch, 35, and that will be a base hit. So that'll be a single for Valentine as he hits that one up the middle, and a base hit for him. He'll hold it first. And now we will see the third baseman, Ron Jackson. Another Jackson, but not Reggie. 230 average, 8 homers, 39 RBIs. Valentine only had a couple of steals. He'll stay at first base. Honeycutt will pitch. And that's a 46, and that's going to the ballpark. That's a 6 and a righty, and that's going to be foul ball. And going out of the stands is going to be O'Brien, but he's not going to have a play, and that will be a foul out, and they'll do it again. So Honeycutt will go ahead and pitch once again. 34, and that's a base hit given up by Honeycutt. That's a single, and it's going to be a base hit to center field. Valentine will hold at second. So first to third holds, and he will hold there. Sports Time Machine and XSG2 join us here at Anaheim Stadium. Ron Jackson, not Bo Jackson. So now runners at first and second, and that'll bring up the California designated hitter, Brian Downing. 246 average, 19 homers, 53 RBIs that year. No, I'm definitely not in the path of the winter storm. Runners at first and second, and here comes the pitch from Honeycutt, and 66, and here a 1-16 is a home run. That's an 8, and that's gone. Kaboom! That ball is high, that ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Brian Downing. Stadium cheers. Yay! So that's a 3-run bomb by Brian Downing. He had 19 of them that year. And the Angels take a very quick 3-0 lead here in the first. 3-run bomb there by Downing. As Honeycutt pitched him a meatball, and Downing turned that into lasagna. Still 1 out, though, here in the bottom of the first. Next batter is going to be the center fielder, Freddie Lynn. 272 average, 22 homers, 74 RBIs. We'll see if Honeycutt can bounce back after that. Honeycutt, let's see, 24, hit by pitch. Nope, that's going to be an out instead. And that is going to be grounded to first base. And that'll be handled by O'Brien. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 2. And now the batter will be the second baseman, Bobby Grich. 292 average, 16 homers, 62 RBIs. Another underrated player, Bobby Grich. Some people think he should have a shot at Hall of Fame. I don't think so, but I have no problem definitely putting him in the Hall of the Very Good also. Honeycutt will pitch. Honeycutt, let's see, 31, and that is going to be a base hit. That'll be a single past third, and Gritch will have a single. So a base hit for Gritch as he'll hold it first. And now the left fielder, Bobby Clark, 231 average, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Gritch on it first. He'll stay put. Here comes the pitch from Honeycutt. 65. That's a possible home run. That's a possible home run. A 1-3 would be a bomb. That's an 8, and that's going to be a fly. And that instead is going to be a fly ball to center field. And it will be handled there by George Wright, and he will make the catch and retire the side. 3 runs, 4 hits by the Angels. They have a 3-0 lead after 1. As I said, I gave Honeycutt a B rating. Kison has an A rating for the game. We go to the top of the second. And leading off for the Rangers will be Larry Parrish. He's in right field. 272 average, 26 homers, 88 RBIs. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Anaheim Stadium. Angels historically shut the Rangers out in this game. Let's see what happens. Kison will pitch. 51, that's a possible strikeout. That's a 6, and yep, that's going to, a 1-4 is not going to be a strikeout. So we will have an error. That's going to be an error check. And that's a possible error on the pitcher, Bruce Kison. So Kison's error rating is a 0. He's not going to make an error. Instead, Kison's going to get the ball and toss it over to first for out number 1. So a ground ball right to him. And Kison throws to first, 1 down. Had no error rating, so he's not going to make an error. That'll bring up the center fielder, George Wright, 276 average, 18 homers, 80 RBIs. Remember, this is fall classic baseball. It runs a little differently than inside pitch does, but it's a lot more fun than I first gave it credit for. Here's the pitch from Kison, 61, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout for Kison. He had only 83 of them in 83. He was not really a strikeout pitcher. And now the batter is the first baseman, Pete O'Brien, 237 average, 8 homers, 53 RBIs. Kison will pitch, and 13, and that is going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a ground out, and that'll be an easy play there. That's going to go to, no, it's not going to be a ground. That's going to be a fly to right instead. It'll be a fly ball to right field, and Valentine will make the play and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. And we go to the bottom of the second. Just got to fix the scorecard here real quick. All right. Leading off for the Angels will be Tim Foley. He's at shortstop, 252 average, 29 RBIs, and 2 home runs. Jack Dawson joins us here at Anaheim Stadium. 3-0 Halos. Honeycutt with the pitch. 24 and hit by pitch 1-2. That's not going to happen. Actually, a 1-2 plus 3 makes him a 5, but that's a 6. It's going to be too high. And instead, we're going to make that a ground ball to third, and that will be handled by Bell, and Bell will throw it over for out number 1. Next up is the catcher, Bob Boone, 256 average, 9 homers, 52 RBIs, and 83. Pitch from Honeycutt, 41, and that is going to be a walk. That will be a base on balls, and Boone will trot to first. First walk of the game for Honeycutt. Only lists the strikeouts, doesn't list the walks, though, but that's okay. So Boone on it first. Here's Sconiers. Sconiers is 0 for 1. Boone really not a threat to do anything. He'll stay at first base. Honeycutt, he'll go ahead and pitch. 44, a 1-2 is a double. That's a 9. That's going to be a single for Sconiers, a base hit. And it's going to be a base hit to right field. Faster average runners to third. Boone's actually got fast speed, and he'll make third base. So once again now, the Angels got something going on here with one out. And now here's Valentine. Valentine got a single his first time up. Angels are going to play back and try to turn the Rangers are going to try to play back and try to turn the two. Honeycutt looking in on Valentine. Here comes the pitch, and that's a 16, and that's a swing and a miss, struck him out. That's a big K there for Honeycutt. And that is the first strikeout for Honeycutt. He only had 56 of them in 83. Also not a strikeout pitcher. Here's Jackson. Jackson is 1 for 1. One out, bottom of the second, 3-0 Angels. Pitch from Honeycutt. And 35, and that will be a base hit. That's going to be a single. Boone will come in to score. It's going to be a base hit to center field, and fast to third, and Sconiers will make it. So Jackson gets himself a single, and now it's a 4-0 lead for the Angels. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single for Jackson. And now it's 4-0 in favor of the Halos. Could be looking at an ugly game, but the game was pretty ugly historically. Next batter is Downing. Downing in a 3-run bomb his first time up. Now 4-0 in favor of the Halos. The infield is now going to play in. The Rangers don't want to give up any more runs for now. So Honeycutt will pitch to Downing, and that is a 34, and that is going to be a base hit off of Honeycutt. That's a single. Sconiers will score, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. Jackson will make third, and Downing holds at first. It's now 5-0 Angels, and we're only in the fifth, and we're only in the second. So another run. Stadium cheers. Yay! So now 5-0 in favor of the Angels. We'll see how long Honeycutt stays out there, but right now, Honeycutt doesn't seem to have it. They're going to go back to double play. The batter will be Lynn, and Lynn is 0 for 1. So now 5-0 Angels. Jackson on at third, Downing on at first. Honeycutt will pitch, and that's going to be a 34, and that's going to be another base hit given up by Honeycutt. Jackson will score, and Brian Downing is going to hold, but it says if one out, a possible assist. So Downing's actually going to try for third in this case, and that's a base hit to center field. Center fielder is right. He has an assist rating of 2. A 1-2. Downing is out at third. He is. Fred Lynn will hold at first base. A run does score, but it's now 6-0 in favor of the Halos. So Downing is cut down. Lynn gets a single. It's an RBI, and it's now 6-0 Angels. And now the batter is Gritch. And Gritch is 1 for 1. I know, 3 straight 34. Sometimes you get that. So now 2 outs. But 2 outs now, but 6-0 in favor of the Halos, as Downing is cut down at third on a nice play by George Wright. Because a possible assist chance came up when there was 1 out. So Lynn is on at first. Gritch will now bat. Pitch from Honeycutt. 52, and that 2, that's going to be a cold strike 3, and he got him. A KD check 1-2, KD defense, and then he got a 1-2. That's going to be a strikeout. He'll get out of the inning finally, and that is the second K for Honeycutt. But 3 more runs on 4 hits and a walk. 6-0 Halos after 2. Doesn't look like a good night for Honeycutt. And I'm using his B rating for this, not an A, but those 34s would have happened on his A rating anyway, so it would not have mattered. Top of the third. And leading off for the Rangers will be Billy Sample. He's at left field for the game. 274 average, 12 home runs, 57 RBIs. Angels did shut the Rangers out 8-0 in this game historically. Pitch from Kison, 55, and that's going to be a double for Sample. That'll be a base hit as he smacks that one into left field, and the Rangers will have their first hit of the game. Single for Sample. And now we'll see the catcher, Jim Sundberg, 201 average, 2 homers, 28 RBIs that year. So Sample now on at second. That's the first hit off of Kison here. Sample stays put. Kison will pitch. 15, and that is an out. And that's going to be a ground out to short, holds at second, and Sample will hold at second base. So 1 out. So grounder to short. And now they'll bring up the Boston. They'll now bring up the Boston Red Sox's every favorite player for the Red Sox, Bucky bleeping Dent, and he's at shortstop for this game. 237 average, 2 homers, 34 RBIs, and 83. I know every Red Sox fan loves Bucky Dent. Kison will pitch. 62, and that's going to be an out, and it will be a ground out to second base. Sample will advance to third. Grounder to second. Easy handle there by Gritch. 2 down. 2 outs now for Tollison. Tollison is 0 for 1. 6-0 favor of the Angels here. We're only in the third inning. Kison looking in on Tollison, and here comes the deal. Kison, 46, that's off the ballpark. That's at the park. That's a 1, and against the lefty, that's going to be, let's see here, ballpark, and 1-3. He switched left against lefty, and that's going to be a bomb. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run, Wayne Tollison. And he puts the Rangers on the board. Two-run bomb by Tollison. And it's now 6-2. And that is a 46, which go right to the ballpark, and that's a 1. And Tollison hitting from the left side as a switch, and a 1-3 when you bat left is a home run. And there's no 0 on the card, although Tollison only had 3 home runs. I'm a little surprised at that, but that's going to be due to the ballpark. He's going to get the home run at 6-2. So the Rangers are on the board. Still 2 outs, so the shutout is gone. And the next batter is Rivers. Rivers is 0 for 1. Still 2 outs, but now a 6-2 ball game. Pitch from Kison, 12. That's going to be an out, and that's going to be grounded to first. That'll be handled by Sconiers. He'll take it to the bag himself, and we'll end the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run bomb by Wayne Tollison, and we go to the bottom of the third. Honeycutt comes back on the mound. They're going to see if he can maybe get 1 decent inning if possible. But if he gets in trouble, they'll yank him. Bobby Clark leads off for the Halos. He's 0 for 1. Fans here at Anaheim Stadium enjoying a 6-2 lead here by the Angels. And Honeycutt is in his B rating, although he actually is getting shellacked. But I'll go ahead and give him 1 more time in the B. Pitch. 66, that's a 9, and that's going to be a double for Bobby Clark as he hits one hard right into right field, and Clark's going to hold at second base. So a double for Clark, and that is going to be it for Honeycutt. They have seen enough. So Honeycutt coming out of the game, and the Rangers are going to go to the bullpen very early here. Next batter for the Angels is Foley. And let's see who the Rangers are going to go with. And they are going to go with They're going to go ahead and bring out Dave Tobick. 2 wins, a loss, a 1.11 ERA, or not a whip, I should say. And Dave Tobick will be pitching from the B rating as well. So Dave Tobick will now pitch for the Rangers as Honeycutt leaves with the L. And Tobick will be a B. So Clark on at second. And still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. 6-2, favor of the Angels. Here's Foley. Foley is 0 for 1. 33 base hit for Foley. He'll get a single. And base hit to left field. Second to home scores. And yep, he will. Bobby Clark will come around. He will score. Foley holds it first. 7-0 Angels. Stadium cheers. Yay! 7-2, I should say. 7-2 Angels, as Foley will get himself an RBI single. And right now, they are just pouncing on the Rangers in this game. And the next batter is Boone. And Boone walked his first time up. As usual, I go ahead and I bring out a relief pitcher. The first thing he does is give up a hit or a walk. Now 7-2 Angels here, only in the bottom of the third. We could be looking at a real shellacking here, the way things are going. Tobick will pitch. 16, and that's going to be a double play. That's an out X. And one of the rules is if it's a fly ball, it's a double play, but I kind of like it when it's an X, it's an automatic double play. So that's going to be a ground ball to short. That'll be handled there by Dent. He'll throw to Tollison, then over to Bryan, and that's going to be 2 outs. And we'll make that a 6-4-3. That's an automatic double play on an X, although it's not an automatic in the rules, but I kind of like what Tony Porter does. If that comes up, it is an automatic double play no matter what. And now the batter will be Sconiers. Sconiers is 1 for 2. Nice job with Fall Classic. Played my game, Cubs 12, Dodgers 4. Highest scoring game I had. 2 men out now on the double play. Tobick will pitch to Sconiers. Sconiers 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. 65. Possible home run. The 7 is too high. Instead, that's going to be a deep fly ball to left field. But Billy Sample's going to get to that. He'll make the play and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits for the Halos. And they now have a 7-2 lead after 3. Top of the 4th. Leading off for the Rangers will be Buddy Bell, and he's 0 for 1. Kison, he'll go ahead and with the pitch. 44, and it's a base hit. Bell hits one into left, and Bell will have a single, so a leadoff hit for him. Didn't have that many hits in the first time we played between Oakland and the Royals. Now we're getting a lot of hits tonight. And now the batter is Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 1. Bell on it first. Really not a threat to steal, and you're down by 5 runs. You're not stealing. Kison, they'll go ahead and deal it. 26, and against the lefty, that would be a single, but Kison is a righty. Instead, that's going to be an out, and it's going to be a ground out to third, and it will be a fielder's choice at second, unless the second baseman has a strong arm. Gritch has an average arm, so instead that's going to be a fielder's choice. So Bell is out at second. Parrish will take over at first. 1 out. So fielder's choice for Parrish. And now the batter is Wright. Wright is 0 for 1. Parrish on it first. Kison will deal. Kison 11, and that's going to be an out. And it will be, he is batting from the left side. So that's a ground ball to first base. Double play, 3-6-3, but a fast batter beats the throw. Wright is a super fast batter. He will beat the throw. Instead, that's going to be a fielder's choice for out number 2. So 2 outs, no double play. Another fielder's choice. The next batter is O'Brien. O'Brien is 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Angels lead 7-2. Kison is an A pitcher, by the way, if you're wondering tonight. Wright will go ahead and he will stay at first, and Kison will pitch to O'Brien. 44 base hit. That'll be a single. George Wright, he will hold at second base. Hit to center field. It shows you here, base hit to infield or center field, and 1 to 3 holds. And that's what he's going to do. So Wright will hold at second, and probably the right thing to do. Next batter is Sample. Sample got a single his first time up. Dice Baseball Digest. Tony Porter joins us here at Anaheim Stadium. No, Philip Reynolds, I'm now alternating between Inside Pitch and Fall Classic. Tomorrow night we'll have Inside Pitch. Tonight it is Fall Classic, Rangers and the Angels. So Kison will pitch to Sample now with 2 outs in the top of the 4th, but the Angels already have a 7-2 lead. Pitch from Kison, 52. That's a KD check, not a strikeout, and that's going to be a possible error on the third baseman, and that'll be a 1-base error if it is. Third baseman for the Angels is Jackson. His error rating is an 8. That's a 9. He is not good. He is not going to make an error. What he is going to do is he's going to go ahead and make a play, and he's going to throw to second to get O'Brien, and he will make the play there and retire the side. Actually, no, I should re-roll the 9. My bad. That's a 17. He still didn't make an error. Side retired. So no runs, 2 hits for the Rangers. They threaten but don't get anything. 7-2 after 4. Or bottom of the 4th, I should say. Still learning redoing some of the mechanics, but we're doing okay. See, Tobik can pitch to 10. So let's see. When did he take over? He took over after the double, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bottom of the 4th inning, Webb Johnson joins us here at Anaheim Stadium. So Tobik will come back on the mound, and leading off for the Angels is going to be Ellis Valentine. He is 1 for 2. Tobik will pitch to Valentine, and 46, that's off the ballpark. That's a 5, and that's going to be fouled away. Strike 1. He'll do it again. Valentine will pitch. Tobik will pitch. 25, that's an out, and that's going to be grounded right back to Tobik. He'll get to that, and he'll toss it over to first for out number 1. Next batter is Jackson. Jackson 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Tobik will go ahead and pitch. And 63, and that's going to be a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tobik had 30 Ks in 83, 2 down. And now here's Downing. Downing is 2 for 2, a 3-run bomb and a single. Oh, don't worry, Tony. I'm enjoying this. Tobik will go ahead and pitch. And 62, and that's going to be another swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. A nice job by Tobik. And for the first time in the ball game, the Angels are sent down in order, but they have a 7-2 lead after 4. The Rangers, I said, historically got shut out in this game, 8-0. I'm trying something a little different there, Tony. I'm giving a pitcher grade depending on how the pitcher did in that game. So, kind of like Bruce Kison, he actually didn't give up any earned runs. So I gave him an automatic A to see what would happen. And Rick Honeycutt, who started the game, he gave up 3 earned runs, and I gave him a rating of a B in that. And actually, right now, although we got a lot of 34s that were rolled, it wouldn't have mattered what rating he was. Some guys do that, yeah. So top of the 5th, 7-2 Halos, and Jim Sundberg leads off. He's 0 for 1. Kison will go ahead and pitch. 51, possible strikeout, no. And we'll see what that is. That's going to be a 51 error. Possible error on the third baseman. And the third baseman is Jackson. His error rating is an 8. That's a 16. Jackson won't get it. He'll make that play, and he'll throw to first to get the out, 1 away. Round out the third. Ron Jackson makes the play, 1 away. And now here's every Red Sox favorite player, Bucky Dent. He's 0 for 1. Kison will deal. 31. That's a base hit no matter what. Single for Dent, and he'll go ahead and head to first. So Dent gets to first base, and not really a stealing threat. He had 3 steals. He's not going anywhere when you're down by 5 runs. Here's Tollison. Tollison 1 for 2 with a bomb. So Dent will go ahead. Tollison only had 3 home runs in 83. He got 1 in this game. That was off the ballpark card. So Dent will go ahead and be on at first, and Kison will pitch. Kison, 46. That's again off the ballpark card. And we're going to go to the 54 chart on the wildest section. Oh, boy. So we'll go to bases empty. So we'll go to the wildest section on the chart, which I have here, I think, someplace. At least I thought I did. Let's see. Wildest section. Go to that chart. I thought I yanked it. I probably didn't. So hold on. We're going to the 54 chart, the wildest section, which I have right here. So let's see. So we have a runner on first. So wildest chart, runner on first. Let's see what happens. And that's an 18. Liner to center. Center fielder has ball clang off his glove and go by him unless error rating is 0. Center fielder for the Angels is Freddie Lynn. His error rating is let's see. His error rating is a 2. So he is going to make an error. Batter to second, runner to third, fast with 2 out scores. That's an error on the center fielder. So that means Dent, liner to center. So batter to second, runner to third. So Dent goes to third, Tollison to first. And there's only 1 out, so Dent holds at third base and Tollison has it. So it's going to be an E8 in that game, with that play. And Tollison will go to second base. So we have an E8. So Dent goes to third, and Tollison goes to second. That's the first error on the Angels. They didn't have any in the game historically. So now runners at second and third there on that rare play. And now a chance for Mick the Quick. Rivers is 0 for 3. Angels have a 7-2 lead. They're going to play the infield. They're going to play it back. Keep it where it is. You got a 5-run lead. You want out. So Kison will now pitch to Rivers. And here's the deal. 21, and that's going to be an out. And that's going to be a fly out to center field. Bucky Dent hold advances versus a weak arm. Center fielder for the Angels is Lynn. He has an average arm. Dent is not scoring. That's out number 2. So Rivers cannot bring him in on a fly out to center. And now the batter is Bell. Bell is 1 for 2. But now the Angels have a chance to get out of this inning and not give up any runs. Kison looking in on Bell. Fans here in Anaheim do not want the Rangers to get any closer than where they're at. Kison will pitch. 22, and that will matter. That's going to be a base hit for Buddy Bell. That'll be a single, and the Rangers will get a couple more. Base hit to left field. Dent, of course, will score. Tollison, second to home, weak arm advances. Advance or strong arm risk. Well, Average arm, strong arm, wrist. Lynn is an average arm. Tollison is not going to risk it. He's going to stay at third. So it will be a base hit for Bell. And it's now 7-3 with an RBI. So the Rangers now come back a little bit to get one run there. Single for Bell. And now here's Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 2. So the Rangers are cut into the lead again here a little more. And Kison now in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the fifth. 7-3 Angels. Kison will deal 42, and that is going to be, he's an A pitcher, and that's going to be an out. And instead that's going to be a ground ball to third. Ron Jackson will get that. He'll throw to first to get Parrish, and that will retire the side. One run on 2 hits and 1 error. The Rangers do get one back. It's now 7-3 going in the bottom of the fifth. Tobic will continue to pitch. Leading off for Cali will be Fred Lynn, and he is 1 for 2. So Tobic, he'll go ahead and pitch to Lynn. 21, that's going to be a swing and a miss, and struck him out. And that is the third straight strikeout given up done by Tobic, 1 away. He's now struck out 3 in a row, and the next batter is Grich. Grich is 1 for 2. Pitch from Tobic. 12, and that's going to be ball 4. That'll be a walk. Grich did have a number of walks, and that's going to be a walk for Grich, so he'll trot to first. Second time he's been on base. Next batter is Clark. Clark is 1 for 2. Grich not really a threat to steal. He'll stay put. Pitch from Tobic. 34, and that's going to be a base hit for Tobic. That'll be a single. That'll be a base hit. Let's see what Grich does. Grich at the base hit to right field, and Grich is going to hold at second base. So Clark gets himself a single, and once again, the Angels are collecting hit after hit after hit. And here comes Foley. Foley is 1 for 2 with a single. Runners at first and second. The Angels have a 7-3 lead here on the Rangers. Rangers they're 8 games above 500, but right now the Rangers aren't playing like it. Tobic, he'll go ahead and pitch. 13, that's going to be an out, and it will be a fly out to center field. And Grich, let's see, strong arm holds, others advance. Center fielder is right. He has an average arm, and Grich is going to go to third base. Fly ball to center. And Tobic is now what I consider tired. The next base, and he is a B rating, so the next hit he gives up will become a C rating. But the next batter is Boone. And Boone is 0 for 1 with a walk. So a chance here for Boone to try to go ahead and get an extra run here for the Halos, who have a 4-run lead. Now 2 down, and Tobic, he'll look on and Boone. Fans here in Anaheim would like to see another hit. Tobic with the pitch. 64, and that's going to be an out. It'll be a ground ball to short. Easy play there for Dent, and he's going to throw to second to get Clark, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Halos, and a walk. 7-3 after 5. Top of the 6th. Kison, he's still got a little bit left in the tank. And George Wright will lead off for the Rangers. He's 0 for 2. Fans here at Anaheim Stadium hoping to see if Kison can continue pitching well here. Kison will pitch. Kison, 63, and that's going to be a called strike 3 on Wright. He got him. And that's going to be strikeout number 2 for Kison. 1 down. Kison is an A pitcher for this game. And now here's O'Brien. O'Brien 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch from Kison. 41, and that's a walk. He'll go ahead and walk O'Brien. And he'll trot down to first. Second time O'Brien's been on base. Next batter is Sample. Sample 1 for 2. O'Brien had 5 steals in 83. He's not going to go anywhere. Kison will go ahead and pitch. Kison 22, and a 1-16 is a base hit. That's a 1, and that is going to be a single. It'll be an infield hit. So O'Brien's going to hold it second, and Sample holds it first. Sample does have a chance to steal twice, but because O'Brien held at second base, he can't get any steals. So that's a base hit for Sample. And now the Rangers runners at first and second. Here comes Sundberg. Sundberg is 0 for 2. Al Red Sox fan, King of the Hill, joins us here at Anaheim Stadium. For those of you who don't know who Al Red Sox fan is, I would like to ask you what multiverse you've been living in. He is only the best around. O'Brien on at second, Sample on at first. 1 out here. 7-3 Halos. Kison will pitch. And that's a 45, and that is going to be an out. And with runners at first and second, it's going to be a fly out to left field. The runners are going to hold as Clark will get to it and make the catch. 2 down. And in honor of Al Red Sox fan coming up to, here in the chat, I will bring up the next batter is Al Red Sox fan's favorite player of all time, Bucky Dent. I know Al Red Sox fan loves Bucky Dent. He is 1 for 2. I know for a fact Al Red Sox fan has a big poster of Bucky Dent in his computer room. You can't miss it. O'Brien on at second, Sample on at first. Kison will go ahead and pitch. Kison, 46. It's off the ballpark card. And again, we're going to go to the 54 chart. Holy cow. So again, we go to the 54 chart with men on base. So we got to go to again with the 20, again with the 54 chart. Holy cow. That's the second time that's come up. Get this out of here so I can get to it. So let's see, runners on first and second. Let's see what the roll is going to be, and that's going to be a 16. And deep fly out to center. Runner on third jogs home, and runner on first is out trying for second, but he's out before runner on third crosses the plate. Run does not count if the fly out is the third out of the inning. Well, the fly out happens to be the third out of the inning, and that will do it. So it's a fly out to center field. And that is all that's going to be. No runs, a hit, and a walk for the Rangers. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. All of that, and it's just a fly out to center. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Dave Tobick. They're going to get a new pitcher for the Rangers as Tobick will be done. And the top of the order for the Halos. Here's Daryl Sconiers. And I think they're going to bring in a righty for the Rangers, and it is going to be coming on to pitch for the Rangers will be Odell Jones. 3 wins, 6 losses, 10 saves. They're going to go with Jones here. He can pitch to 10 batters before he gets tired. So Odell Jones will pitch for the Rangers, and he is going to be a C pitcher. So Jones, and I'll mark him down here. So Jones is a C pitcher. Jones is a C pitcher. I'll mark it here so I know. So Odell Jones is a C pitcher. Here's Sconiers. And 42. And that's going to be a walk. The first thing Odell Jones does is walk. Like I said, no matter what game engine I play, inside pitch, fall classic, I bring in a relief pitcher. The first thing he does is give up a hit or a walk. Doesn't matter. So Sconiers will trot to first. He has a little bit of a chance of stealing, but with a 4-run lead, I think he'll stay put. Here's Valentine. Valentine 1 for 3. 7-3 Halos. Jones with the pitch. 11, that's an out. And that is going to be a fly out to right. Going over there will be Parrish. And Parrish has got it for the first out. Here's Jackson. Jackson 2 for 3 with 2 singles. That's Ron Jackson, not Reggie Jackson. He was hurt at this time. Reggie Jackson will not be in the All-Star game, which I thought was going to be Saturday, but it's not. It's actually scheduled to be Sunday with the Sunday, but of course Sunday is the Super Bowl, so I'm probably going to wind up moving that to Monday. So Sconier is on at first. Jones will pitch. 12, it's an out, and that's going to be another fly ball to right. Handled easily there by Parrish for out number 2. 2 away for Downing, and Downing is 2 for 3. He's got a single and a bomb. Jones, a 31, that's a base hit. That'll be a single, and it's going to be a base hit to right field, and Sconiers will hold at second base. He will not trade at first. It does say 1-3 hold if 1 out, assist, but there are 2 outs, so Sconiers will stay put. As the Angels will have another chance here, and here comes Freddie Lynn. Lynn is 1 for 3. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, 7-3 Halos. Pitch from Jones. 31, and that's going to be a base hit as well. That'll be a single. And that's going to be, let's see, a base hit to left field. Sconiers will advance on a weak arm, but an average or a strong arm, it's a risk. The ball is hit to left field. Sample has an average arm. They're going to hold Sconiers. They're going to hold, but his, let's see. Sample has a 3. They're going to hold Sconiers. They're going to hold him at third. It's a risk. They do not have to try to go. They do not have to send him. So the bases are going to be loaded. So a base hit now for Lynn. And here comes somebody that can bring him in, Bobby Grich. Grich is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Angels lead 7-3. Odell Jones coming in here for the Rangers, and he's got bases full of Halos. Pitch from Jones. 15, he'll get out of it. That's gonna be a fly ball to right field. Parrish is gonna get to that. He'll make the play and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. That 15 is a definite out. And it is still 7-3 after 6. Go to the top of the 7th. And top of the order for the Rangers. Here's Wayne Tollison, and he is 1 for 3. Got a 2-run bomb and reached on an error. So 7-3 Angels here. Kison, he'll pitch. And 36, and that is going to be an out, and it's going to be a line drive hit right into center field, and that will be caught for out number 1. Line out to center, and 1 away. Next batter is Mick the Quick. He is 0 for 3. Pitch from Kison. 43, and that is going to be an out. That's also going to be an out, and that'll be a ground ball hit to short. Taken care of there, easily picked up by Foley, and he'll throw to first, 2 down. And now Bell. Bell is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. Pitch from Kison. 64, and that's also going to be an out. It's a 16, and that will be another ground ball to short, handled there by Foley. He's got it, takes his time, tosses it over, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Kison. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker after tonight's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night. It will be June 30th. We're going to stay in the American League. We're going back to the HHH Metrodome as the Toronto Blue Jays will take on the Minnesota Twins. Louis Leal will be pitching for the Blue Jays, and Albert Williams will be going for the Twins. That'll be tomorrow night's game. It will be inside pitch. So the Blue Jays and the Twins, Leal against Albert Williams. That will be tomorrow night on the network. As Marlon Price now joins us here at Anaheim Stadium, as he's enjoying Fall Classic. So bottom of the 7th inning, Odell Jones is going to stay on the mound. Bobby Clark will lead off for the Halos, and he is 2 for 3. Angels have a 7-3 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. They did most of their damage in innings 1, 2, or 3. The Ranger bullpen has calmed it down. 31, that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be an easy base hit right there, and that's going to be a single for Clark. Now, what Tony Porter does is every time a 31 comes up, he does a range play. It might not be a bad idea. But that's going to be but I'm not going to put that rule in right now. That will be a single for Clark. So Clark gets a base hit, and now here's Foley. Foley is 1 for 3. Clark didn't have any stolen bases. He's going to stay right where he is. Jones will pitch to Foley. And 53, that's a possible strikeout. The 13 is too high. And instead, that's going to be a range play to second base. Second baseman range play is Tollison. His range is an 8. And he's got it. That's going to be an out instead. That's going to be an out. That will be a range play. And let's see, that's a 2. So runner on first. And that is even. It's going to be a fielder's choice. So a great play by Tollison, and he'll get Clark. Foley will go to first for the out. Or I should say after the out. So a hell of a play there by Wayne Tollison, turns that into a fielder's choice. And now the batter is Boone. And Boone is 0 for 2 with a walk. Jones will go ahead and pitch. Nice catch. Let's see here. 24, that's an out. And it is going to be a fly ball to right field. And Foley will stay at first. Parrish has got it, 2 down. And now here's Sconiers. Sconiers is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Foley still holds it first, and Jones will deal. 31, that's going to be a base hit for Sconiers. That'll be a single. It's a base hit to left field, and Foley is going to, left fielder is Sample. He has an average arm. Foley's going to, it's a run with risk. Foley's going to stay at second base. He will not try to risk it. And that's going to be a base hit. Single for Sconiers. The next batter is Valentine, and that's going to be it for Odell Jones, as the Rangers are going to take him out and go to the bullpen, as he has now reached his effectiveness. And now we'll see coming on to pitch for the Rangers, and it is going to be, they're going to go with Dave Schmidt. 3 wins, 3 losses, a 121 whip. So Schmidt is going to be the 4th Ranger pitcher, and he's going to be a B. So Schmidt will go ahead and pitch to Valentine, but 2 outs here, 7-3 in favor of the Angels. Angels trying to try to get some extra runs here. Schmidt will pitch. 26, and against the lefty, that would be a base hit, but instead, that's going to be an out, and it's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a ground out to short. That'll be picked up there by Bucky Dent. He's going to throw to first to get Valentine, and the side is retired. So no runs, 2 hits for the Halos, 7-3 after 7. They call it a KD check, which means strikeout defense check, is when you get those. We go to the top of the 8th. Larry Parrish will lead off for the Rangers. He is 0 for 3. Kison, he has also reached his effectiveness, but he's pitching pretty well. I'm going to leave him in there. He has not given up a hit yet. He is still an A pitcher. So Kison's going to stay out there and pitch a little longer. He had only 4 complete games, though. So we'll see if Kison, I think if Kison gives up a run, that'll be it for him. Kison will pitch. 42, and that's going to be an out. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Going in there is Lynn, and he's got it for out number 1. Next batter is Wright. Wright is 0 for 3. Pitch from Kison. 36, and that's going to be an out. Another fly ball to center field. Lynn is there again, and he's got it. 2 down. And O'Brien is 1 for 2 with a walk. Kison looking on, and he's going to go ahead and he'll pitch. Kison, 46, that's off the ballpark card. That's a 16, and that's going to be into foul territory, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to be a foul out. Going after that is Ron Jackson. He's going to be in foul territory, but he's going to squeeze it, and that's going to be a foul out to third, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3. Go the Rangers. 7-3 going in the bottom of the 8th. As Tony Porter says, he loves Gritch, as you should. Gritch was a heck of a player. Bottom of the 8th inning now, 7-3. Schmidt coming back on. He's going to come on to pitch here, and we'll see what he does. Ron Jackson leads off for Cali, and he is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Schmidt will stay on the mound. 7-3 Halos. Here's the pitch, 43, and that is going to be an out. And it will be a line drive hit hard right in center field, and that'll be grabbed by Wright. 1 out. Line out to center. And now here's Downing. Downing is having a great night tonight. 3 for 4, 2 singles, and a 3-run bomb. Schmidt will throw it. 33, and that's going to be a walk. Downing will draw the base on balls, and he'll trot to first. So Downing's had a great night tonight. 3 for 4, and has been on base 4 times. And a chance now for Lynn. Lynn is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Downing not going anywhere. Schmidt will pitch to Lynn. And 65, that's a possible home run. That's a 12, and Schmidt is a B pitcher, and that is not going to be a home run. Instead, that is going to be popped up. That's going to be popped up to the third baseman, and Buddy Bell is going to get it for out number 2. Schmidt put it over the plate, but nothing there he could do there. And now here is Gritch. Gritch is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Now 2 outs with Downing on at first. Pitch from Schmidt. 14, and that's going to be an out, and that will be a fly ball to left field. And coming into that will be Sample, and he's got it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. 7-3 in favor of the Halos. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Kison is tired, but he has not given up a hit yet, so he stays an A pitcher. And leading off for the Rangers is going to be Billy Sample, and he is 2 for 3. Angel bullpen is ready to go, just in case. So Kison will go ahead and pitch to Sample. Pitch from Kison, 15, and that's going to be an out. That's going to be a line drive hit to right field, and that'll be gloved by Valentine, out number 1. And now Sundberg. Sundberg is 0 for 3. Kison with the pitch. 53, strikeout chance. A KD 1 to 4. That is a 4. He got him. Cold strike 3 on Sundberg. Another big strikeout for Kison. That's his third. On a KD check as an 8 pitcher, a 1 to 4. That is a 4. And the Rangers have just not gotten any breaks tonight. And the last chance for the Rangers will be Bucky bleeping Dent. Dent is 1 for 3 with a single. 7 to 3 Angels. Top of the ninth. Rangers the Angels are trying to get a win and stay relevant. Kison sets up against Dent. Kison will pitch. 44, it's a base hit. Dent keeps it going. Single for Dent. And now here's Tollison. Tollison is 1 for 4. A 2-run bomb and reached on an error. And the question is, what do they want to do here with Kison? They're saying, you know what? Finish the game. If you can. If Kison gives up a run, I'll get him out. So 1 out here. Kison will pitch to Tollison. 7 to 3 Angels. Kison will set it up. Dent on it first. Here comes the pitch. 26 is a base hit. Tollison gets a single. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Advance if weak arm. Right fielder Valentine has a strong arm. Dent will stay at second base. So now runners at first and second for Mick the Quick. And that's going to be it for Kison. The Angels are going to go ahead and yank him now. And they're going to bring on the closer and see if they can get it done here. So let's see who's going to come on to pitch for the Angels to try to close the game. And the closer that they have here is going to be coming on to pitch for the Angels is going to be John Curtis. 1 win, 2 losses. He had 5 saves. So they're going to bring out John Curtis to try to go ahead and get the save here. And Curtis is going to be an A pitcher. So the Angels have had a pretty good day in the bullpen. So John Curtis is going to be an A pitcher. He'll go up against Rivers. So Rivers is 0 for 4, but there are 2 outs in the game. So John Curtis will try to close the deal for the Angels. Fans here at Anaheim Stadium hoping that Curtis can get the job done. Dent on it second, Tollison on it first. Curtis looking in on Mick the Quick. And here comes the deal. And that's a 53. It's a KD check. The 5 is too high. Instead, that's going to be a range play to third base. That's going to be a range play to third base, and that is Ron Jackson. He was pretty good. His range is a 12, and he won't get that one. It's going to be a base hit. It'll be a single to left. Batter safe at first, and runners advance 2 bases. So Dent's going to come around. He will score. Tollison goes to third. Rivers to first. It's now 7 to 4. Tough play there for Ron Jackson. He couldn't get that. And now runners at the corners with the tying run coming to the plate. And Buddy Bell. Here's Buddy Bell, and he definitely has home run power. So now a 7 to 4 ball game. Once again, I bring in a relief pitcher. The first thing he does is give up a base hit or a walk. So Buddy Bell will now bat for the Rangers. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Rivers on it first, Tollison on it third. Buddy Bell, he does have home run power. Curtis looking in there, trying to get Bell. Fans here at Anaheim Stadium a little nervous, but hoping Curtis can get it done. Curtis winds up and he'll pitch. 31, and it's a base hit. That's going to be a single for Bell, and it will be a base hit to left. Tollison will score. Rivers, he'll hold at second base. Bell holds at first. It's now 7-5. Stadium groans a little bit. So another run scores. RBI single for Bell. And now here's Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 4. Still 2 outs. Angels can't get that last out. Rivers on at second, Bell on at first. Rivers and Bell both fast runners. Curtis will now pitch to Parrish. The fans here getting nervous in Anaheim Stadium, trying to get this game over, but the Rangers are saying not so fast. Curtis will pitch. 36, and that will do it. That's going to be an out, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Up with it is Tim Foley. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Halos will come away with the win tonight as they beat the Rangers 7-5. Stadium cheers. Yay! 2 runs on 4 hits. The Rangers make it interesting, but the Halos will hold out for the win. A 7-5 victory here for the Angels. Final line score coming up. For the Angels, 7 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. For the Rangers, 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Bruce Kison. He'll wind up with the win. Rick Honeycutt is going to take the loss. And John Curtis is going to wind up with a save, believe it or not. So a nice win there for the Halos as they will beat the Rangers tonight. And they will take it into the 10-minute ticker, which, by the way, is up next. 10-minute ticker is next. Nice win there for the Halos as they hold out. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Angels come away with the win, a 7-5 win over the Rangers. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. Baltimore at the Yankees, June 27th. Orioles 12-55, that is 6. Yankees 6-53, that is 5. And here come the Orioles, Royals, and the Athletics. Kansas City, let's see, Royals 23-13, and that's only 2. Athletics 14-36, that's 4. The A's will get the win. White Sox and the Mariners. White Sox 14-22, that is 3. Mariners 6-14, that is 1. And that is a win for the Palehose, Atlanta and the Reds. Braves 6-52, and that is 5. Reds 4-21, that's 1. That's a win for the Bravos. Cubs and the Expos. Cubs 5-25, and that is 2. Expos 11-13, and that's 1. That's a win for the Cubs. Pirates and the Cardinals. Pirates 10-54, that is 6. Cardinals 6-35, and that is 3. Raise the Jolly Roger. June 28, Texas and California. Rangers 8-26, and that is 3. Angels 4-45, that is 4. Another win for the Halos. Boston at Cleveland. Red Sox 14-62, and that's 8. Indians 10-16, that's 2, a win for the Bo Sox. Detroit at Milwaukee. Tigers 14-64, that's 9. Brewers 11-43, and that's 5. That's a win for the Cats. Toronto at Minnesota. Blue Jays 12-64, that is 8. Twins 5-31, that is 3. That's another win for the Jays. Kansas City at Oakland. Royals 9-56, that is 6. Athletics 8-22, that is 2. And that's a win for the Royals. White Sox and the Mariners. White Sox 16-11, that's 0. That's 0. Mariners 0-65, that's 6. It's a win for the M's. Astros and the Braves. Astros 3-24, that is 2. Braves 8-25, and that is 3. That's a win for the Bravos. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates 11-31 and 3 runs. Cubs 7-51, 5 runs. The Cubbies will get the win. Giants and the Reds. Giants 4-35, that is 3. Reds 8-55, that is 6. That game belongs to the Reds. Expos and the Phillies. Expos 13-66, that's 11. Phillies 8-31, and that is 3. And the Expos continue to get a stranglehold on the National League East. Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers 5-44, that's 4. Padres 1-62, that's 5. The Friars get the win. Mets and the Cardinals in a doubleheader. Pretty important doubleheader here for the Mets. The Mets, believe it or not, are only 1 game under 500. Mets 9-51, and that is 5. Cardinals 11-43, that is also 5. They're going to go to extras. Mets roll a 4 plus 0. Cardinals roll a 6 plus 0. And the Cardinals are going to win it in extras. Game number 2. Mets 6-21, and that is 2. Cardinals 11-56, and that is 7. And the Cardinals take both my games from the Mets. Kind of revenge for yesterday's doubleheader. On to June 29th, Texas and California. Rangers 10-24, and that is 3. Halos 8-31, that is also 3. They will go to extras. Rangers roll a 2. -4 is -2. California rolls a 1. And -2 is -1. And that's going to be a win for the Halos. Boston at Cleveland in a doubleheader. Boston 17-65. And that is 10. Indians 11-55, that is 6. Red Sox take the first. Boston 12-52, and that is 6. Indians 14-13, that is 2. And Boston wins both of the doubleheader. Detroit at Milwaukee. Tigers 13-66, that's 11. Brewers 6-26, and that is 3. The Brewers are beginning to struggle a bit. Toronto at Minnesota. We have these two tomorrow night. Toronto 17-16, that is 3. Blue Jays 12-32, and that is 4. A win for the Twins. Baltimore at the Yankees. Orioles 11-33, that is 4. Yankees 5-53, that is 5. And the Yanks will get the win. Kansas City at Oakland. Royals 23-34, and that's 6. Athletics 9-45, and that's 5. That will be a win for the Royals. White Sox and the Mariners. White Sox 11-63, that is 8. Mariners 2-64, that is 6. A win for the Pale Hose. Astros and the Braves. Astros 10-26, and that's 3. Braves 11-55, that is 6, a win for the Bravos. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates 9-12, that is 1. Cubs 20-15, and that is 3. That's a win for the Cubbies. Giants and the Reds. Giants 12-26, and that is 3. Reds 10-23, and that is also 3. They will go into extras. Giants roll a 1 plus 0. Reds roll a 5 plus 1 is 6. That game belongs to the Reds. Expos and the Phillies in a doubleheader. Game 1. Expos 6-26, 3 runs. Phillies 5-62, 6 runs. Fighting Phils get the first. Expos 7-63, 7 runs. Phillies 13-43, and that is 5 runs. And they will split the twin bill. Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers 132, that is 2. Padres 732, that's 3. The Friars get the win. Mets and the Cardinals. Can my Mets get one happy recap tonight? Mets 12-15, that is going to be 2. Cardinals 13-63, and that is 8. And the Cardinals win 3 games tonight over my Mets. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be June 30th. We will be at the Metrodome. An inside pitch, the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Minnesota Twins. Louis Leal will go for the Blue Jays, and Albert Williams will be going for the Twins. That will be tomorrow night's game here on the network. Blue Jays and the Twins, Leal and Williams, be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. It's a victory for the Halos over the Rangers tonight. They beat them 7-5 in a pretty good game. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care, everyone.